The DMC Elite playing cards, once widely regarded as one of the greatest marked decks ever created. What happened to them? Why are they no longer available? Or are they? The DMC Elites are widely regarded as one of the best marked decks ever created. Now, for good reason. These playing cards are, without a doubt, one of my favorite marked decks of all time. And the reason I'm making this video is because there have been quite a few changes recently. The creators of this deck, DMC, Drummond Money Kuntz, and Philip Smith, the designer of the actual marking system, which is known as the optical marking system, have parted ways with each other. Now, I'm not entirely sure the reasoning behind all of this, whether it was DMC's move to Dubai and the shows he's doing out there, or if they just had conflicts over money. That I cannot speculate about because I am completely uncertain of why is it that they are no longer working together. But I can tell you, they made one of the finest decks of cards of all time. 7 of Hearts. Look at that. Now, the marking system can be picked up by camera a lot easier than it is by the eye in person. And if you do not know how the marking system works, you will never really notice. Once you see it, though, you can't unsee it. It is there forever, and you will forever pick it up. And you'll wonder to yourself, how did I not see this before? But it's quite amazing. Even from card to card, of course, there are subtle differences, but can't really tell, especially from a distance, unless you're inspecting the cards from this close. But seriously, that doesn't often happen, especially if it just looks like kind of like a B back design, where it just seems like these shapes on the back and nobody's really thinking about it. They are kind of focusing on the magic aspects of the playing cards. Now, I wanted to start off with the DMC Elites V4 for a very particular reason, and that is when the DMC Elites were noticed widely by everyone in the Magic community. Now, to be fair, there was the last version that they had together, which was the V5. Now, the V5 did something special. The V5 had not only a marking system, but it included a system of mnemonics or mnemonica. If you're unfamiliar with this, it is a stacked deck. Now, stacked decks are notoriously difficult to remember. It is a memorization system. This helped you with that, because this actually lets you know what number each card was right along with the marking system. Absolutely genius. I give Phil Smith 100% props for that. What a great idea. It can help you learn the system better, and maybe even help you during performance. Let's say if you're having a little bit of a memory issue. Plus, I mean, you can always fall back on a good marked deck in performance. Now, when they split up after this deck, which is, I mean, both of these decks here specifically were printed by the United States Playing Card Company, which I'd like to mention because the quality of these two decks, the V4 and the V5, specifically these two versions here, are outstanding. One of the greatest performing decks that you could have. Greatest handling decks for sleight of hand work, you know, you name it. So, what happened, I don't know, but there was a split. And you had the designer of the marking system create his own deck, which I have actually gotten a review on. And I absolutely love this deck. Now we're going to talk about what it is I think that this is lacking down the line, but I want to also introduce how DMC released a new version of the DMC Elites. And well, let's just say they are a bit lackluster compared to the original. And that's putting it lightly, unfortunately. Now, I am a fan of DMC's magic. I love the DMC Elites. This ain't it. So we'll get back to that in a minute. But let's talk about the Elysian Duet playing cards here for a minute by Phil Smith. Now, I do have a review on these. But where the DMC Elites V5 stood out in the crowd, this took it to the next step. So not only are you able to tell what card this is, right? For example, now let me make sure I take out the marking system here and the jokers just to get you kind of situated here. Not only could you tell what card this is, the Four of Clubs, but it will tell me the for example, if I were to cut here, it will tell me that I cut to the Three of Spades. Not only would it tell me that I cut to the Three of Spades, but it tell me the bottom card here is going to be the Jack of Hearts. And not only that, but the card beneath the Three of Spades is going to be the Eight of Spades. Absolutely insane. Look, Jack of Hearts, Three of Spades, and Eight of Spades. Now that is absolutely amazing, groundbreaking. And not only that, but for example, if I were to cut a certain amount of cards here, I'll know exactly that there are 20 cards here instantly. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Absolutely brilliant. Now there have been other decks on the market for a long time that have this type of capability, but none of them have been as intuitive and easy to use as the Elysian Duet playing cards. These are absolutely amazing. They have a one-way back design, one-way face design. All the fucking features that you could possibly pack into a deck of playing cards are in this deck. Now, that being said, I wish he would have printed with United States Playing Card Company. Now, not to say that the playing cards are of bad quality, because they're honestly not. They're not of bad quality at all. But you can tell that they are, well, not United States Playing Card Company. Let me put it like that. And being that this very much works off of a stack, you're not going to be shuffling these much anyway. So I'm going to give him a pass on that one, I guess. But, oh man, maybe it's me. It's probably me. Anyway, I'm going to give him a pass because of all the features. And you know what? Let's start to Pharaoh. Let's see if they at least Pharaoh, because I believe they do. And look at that. Let's see. Oh, and perfect. Absolute perfect Pharaoh. So they do that, and I can't fault it too much because, well, the new DMC Elites. That's why I can't fault them too much. And I mean, this design is brilliant, beautiful. So let's go ahead and check out the new DMC Elites without Phil Smith. So before we go any further, the boxes on the DMC Elites, as always, are brilliant. I love the matte finish, the foiling, the not embossing, but I'm not sure exactly what you would call that. But somebody in the comments help me out here. The not embossing, but if you know what I mean here. it's brilliant. It's a brilliant case. Where this case, while not, you know, horrible, it's a little lackluster in design. It's not as elegant, but the cards more than make up for that fact. Where, unfortunately, in the case of the elites, the new elites, I should say, the cards do not make up for that at all. So let's compare. Let's take a look at this. This is a new design, and let's see here if I can give you exact details here. This was designed in the UK by Lee Mackenzie, and nothing against Lee Mackenzie, because I think maybe with some alterations, this marking system here could be okay. Unfortunately, it is nothing compared to what Phil Smith has created. I mean, come on, that's pretty bad, right? Just look at that. I mean, do I have to, I don't know why I keep cutting to 9s for some reason, but I mean, that's pretty bad. It's too obvious. It sticks out a little bit too much. They could have broken it up a little bit more at least. I mean, come on, look at that. Let's just compare that to, you know what, for example, I'm going to find the same card and put them on top, and we can compare the two. And just, I mean, yeah. One is like a sore thumb. It just sticks out, and the other is a little more elegant. So not only that, but the elites here, the new elites, I should say, they are like very, how should I put this, Chinese stock, very plasticky. They have that, I mean, yeah, do I need to say any more? I can get them to Pharaoh because I have experience, unfortunately, with some Chinese knockoff playing cards. I'm a little bit disappointed. They're not bad cards, you know, don't get me wrong, they're not bad. They're just, they're not comparable to the originals. And it's kind of sad that, you know, these two gentlemen parted ways, because the original elites were awesome. They really, really were. I mean, just look at this. We went from this in the V4s, and obviously I'm not including the V5, just, you know, to make it a little bit more, you know, you can see where they went with the design, and how far off they went from each other. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy. They all look good from a distance. I mean, this is just very elegant. Love the color. They look great in red as well. Very elegant looking. Something a little weird about the diamond here in the middle, but I kind of like it, right? This here with the crown, like, I get it. You perform in Dubai, and you're making this like a very elegant thing, which is 100% your style, and I love it. I love your style, how elegant. Let me look at that box. I mean, if I can just take these cards and put it in this box, we'd have a perfect deck here, right? I mean, come on. But this is the problem. If there was a way that I could go back in time and convince these guys to stick at it and continue to work together, I definitely would. Because they made great products together. They made things that bettered the Magic community. And anybody who loves playing cards and loves doing tricks with playing cards, you knew about the DMC elites. You knew about the V4s, you knew about the V5s. You knew about all of these things, and you know how great they were. You know, I mean, supposedly you were able to see this marking system from 7 feet away. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you didn't know where the marking system or what the marking system was, you wouldn't think that these were marked. I mean, it doesn't take very long looking at this thing to see that it's marked. I mean, yeah. I don't know how long, and I can't blame, Lee McKenzie for this design here. This is the design he came up with, and he had big shoes to fill. He had very big shoes to fill with the DMC elites of the past. So if you're gonna give me a marking system like that, give me better quality playing cards. I'm sure you have the money. Give me better quality cards. Don't give me this Chinese plastic. They're not bad. They're not bad, but they're not good. I mean, I'm sure, and I know this for a fact, that these types of playing cards, and I've seen them around, with enough break-in time, they'll shuffle and handle better. They need to be heavily broken in, and even when they are broken in at that period, they're still not as good as United States Playing Card Company, or I'm not even sure. I think this is some type of German stock. So I don't know if this is Belgium or what's going on here, but I mean, just look at the difference. You can hear the difference, as a matter of fact. I mean, they handle much better. So this is my little gripe video. This is where the DMC playing cards has ended up. Split into two different types of playing cards. The quality went down. Follow the designer. I love DMC's style. He has that rich, elegant, beautiful. I mean, he has money in his name. Come on. I love his style. However, these cards beat these 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10 times. I would take the Elysian Duet playing cards over the new DMC Elites any day. Now, if you can still find the original Elites, they're awesome because they were designed by Phil Smith. But I digress. I will look forward to their new releases, and hopefully they do even better than they have previously, especially DMC. Please level up. I mean, we're all counting on you. Do better. And Phil Smith, thank you. You are an awesome designer. I love these cards. I love the back design. And, well, I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you. Until next time.